Right, so in this video, I'm going to compare time, 3 techniques, and I've never really timed it, so this will be information that I'm finding out while you're watching it as well. So I like to experiment and get things under the time comparison to see what is worth doing and what is worth getting rid of. So when I was at the show, one guy was saying I like to do this technique that a lot of window cleaners do, and I used to do it years ago, but it involves a lot of travel. It's not really a time-saving technique, I found. Now we're using a standard handle here, flattened out. I'm using a liquidator, so all the attempts that I'm going to be doing here will be zero detail. And I always advise most window cleaners to come down the glass like this. What's the time? 9 seconds. Okay, so that was coming down the glass, right? Let's do another comparison on a different technique. This is the technique that he was saying he was doing, and he was cutting in, coming all the way down, coming all the way back up. Now I'm going to make sure there's no mistakes here. It's a bit of a problem with getting a perfect result, especially with this tool here. Right, so that actually took me longer. It was 11 seconds because I had a problem with my turn. It actually lifted up. Maybe I'm not using enough soap solution. Maybe the rubber isn't very good on this glass. So it actually took me longer to do than just coming down the glass. Right, so the last technique will be a minimum maneuver. So this requires a lot more calculation, a lot more positioning power, but again you have to make sure that the channel is going to rectify any mistakes that was going to make on a sharp turn, but I'm going to move the squeegee the least amount. So let's test again, and we're going to come all the way up, bend it down once. Right, so that was 8 seconds, and I didn't get a mistake there. I did get a mistake on the second example. Let's do that second example again, that minimum maneuver, it's so difficult to get right. It's a high risk, high reward maneuver, and if you're working deep, zero detail, zero mistake, tool and technique, I would advise everybody just to do from the top down, just do a simple downward fanning maneuver, because you don't need the best time-saving techniques when you're going through your day and you're getting zero detail, zero mistake. What's best is longevity. So in trading, when I was learning financial trading, which I don't do anymore, doing these high risk, high reward trades isn't worth doing, because if you do lose, you can really lose a lot of money. If you do win, and it's a gamble, you win, yeah, that's good, but you don't always win. When you're doing steady trades where you overall you're earning more than you're losing with your trades, you're earning less, but it's more, you're just chipping away at making these trades rather than putting a huge amount of money on high risk deals. It's probably better just to chip away and earn your money doing a standard maneuver, and if you're a financial trader, less risky trades. Let's do that technique one more time. This is a technique that I always avoid doing. Again, so that is taking longer to do, over 9 seconds, and I'm traveling twice as long as I would do going up and down the glass. So I will always want to avoid this technique, and that's a technique that a lot of window cleaners on YouTube do, and a lot of window cleaners do from top to bottom as well. It's just more reliable. I don't know what the time, what was 9 seconds on the first one. On the second one I did make a mistake. On the third one was 8 seconds. So there's very small amounts of difference in the time anyway, because we're just getting zero detail, zero mistake. The only thing that is beneficial really is on the minimum maneuver, you actually are traveling much less, but overall you're using the rubber one side of the frame much more than the other, so you are going to wear your rubber out more, and there's a lot of calculations in it. So if I was you, I'd keep it nice and simple, and you still earn much more money with your zero detail, zero mistake. With your standard handle, nothing too complicated with your handles, and just keep it straightforward and just earn your money like that.